in a racetrack. He knows a lot about horses and so on. And that pretty much takes care of our clan. Now I'll go over to Kay's side. Well, I have three other cousins here. I want to introduce them. Noreen McCann.
Behind you.
Behind you. They're all behind you. Jim McCann.
Behind you.
Behind you. And Charlie McCann. Right here. All right. Now, Charlie McCann. A little story about Charlie. I go to this dentist, Joe Mikowski, and they go golfing every Monday. And he bends my ear. Oh, he whips Charlie, and I get tired of listening to it. So I'm going to give you some advice. You got to play by Bill Clinton rules on the golf course. You don't count mulligans. If your ball is in the woods, you throw it out without a penalty shot. All lost balls are always found closest to the hole. And putts on the green, 12 feet or less, are gimmies. So try that and see what happens. Kay's family, we have Ray and Pat Gibbons, two retired air controllers. And we used to go on trips with them at McGuire University for the Final Four. Kevin would tell Ray, we're coming in, from Seattle and so on. So I remember one night we're coming in, bad night, rainy, foggy and so on. Long trip, tiring trip. We get over Chicago. We are 19th in order to land. Oh, that's murder. 1 minute later, prepare to land. He said, we must have some important people on the plane. I said, no, Charlie, this is Chicago. Club worse now, that's all worse. So from their family, I know Mike is coming, Dr. Mike is coming later. And Ray, the other brother, Jerry, he had knee operations on Monday, so I don't know whether he'll be able to make it. Eileen's supposed to come too, so I don't know if they're coming out. But another person I want to introduce, Jim Maniola. September 15th, 1949, I got called down to the office at DePaul Academy to tell me my mother passed away. Didn't have a car. Jimmy says, I'll drive you home. And since that day, and 60 years later, we've been great friends. He's tutored Kevin, tutored John. I don't know if you ever tutored Mary, but he's so good, Father Smith has him at Notre Dame. Now, how many people have a deal where they pick you up at your home Wednesday or Thursday and take you home, and that's how good he is as a tutor. So, Jim, hats off to you. Father Smith, biggest mistake in my 37 years of teaching. I gave him a B, second year English. If I'd have given him an A, he'd be a bishop or an archbishop. A little plug for his foundation, Standing Tall, for young people. It's a great group, and they do a lot of good. So if anybody has a few shekels lying around, they can send it over to the Father at Notre Dame High School. What's your address on River Road, Father?
1100 North River Road.
1100, huh?
1100.
That's easy.
616.
Okay, thank you. Another one of my stalwart students from DePaul Academy, John High, and his beautiful wife Mary here. John had his 15 minutes of fame a few years back when they made the movie In a League of Our Own with Madonna and Gina Davis and Tom Hanks. There's no crying in baseball. John had his face covered quite a bit at the time because he was the umpire. But he still gets residuals, don't you? They still get those checks coming in. And the Highs are in the Guinness Book of Records with the Obamas. Their last name has more vowels than consonants. How many people can say that? So all right, now, our neighbors from Rob Roy over here.
Yeah.
Across the hall, neighbors, God-fearing Christian people. Karen and Jay Howard, wonderful people. Always got that fruit salad at the front door of our house, which she called. Terrific, couldn't beat them and so on. And upstairs, Mrs. Misericordia, Mary Ann Harrington, and her friend Jack Vanderbilt. I call her Mrs. Misericordia because Her son runs the golf outing for Misericordia at Pheasant Run every year. She sells the tickets for the summer raffle, 50 of the big prizes, and every once in a while, she delivers Irish penicillin. Anybody know what that is? No, not whiskey. Irish penicillin, as a matter of fact, today there was a loaf. It's a loaf of Irish soda bread baked down in Misericordia. Now, one year she sold $100 tickets on the raffle. Mike Ditka didn't finish first for once. So he told her, "You do that next year, I'll punch you out." I'm only kidding, all your Ditka lovers. That's a joke, that's not true. All right, we bounce around. Who did I miss? No, I missed somebody.
Behind you.
Oh yeah, Chris. No. Yes, Jerry's brother, Chris Stassen, and his other brother, Scott. I introduced Gwen before, I didn't introduce Gwen. Little Debbie Stassen, and what the little guy, where's Tommy?
Tommy Daly to take the cab over there.
Girls, okay. Good for Tommy, that's our next quarterback, the main salt in a few years.
Yes.
Oh, good, that's good. Just came in at the right time. Come on, Red, I need you.
Dan, you're not running for public office.
All right, here he is, come on.
Hey, Red.
Mary Rose Dunleavy, I told you, was the eyes and ears of the West Side for 60 years. This guy is the noted West Side historian, Fred Dwyer. If the terrorists ever destroy the records on the West Side, Carol's mother and Red can sit down and tell you who lived on what block, who went out with what girl or guy, where they went to school, who married whom, where they worked, where they went to church, and they can have all the records back in about 2 weeks and so on. So it's great. And Red told me not too long ago that the McCann clan, as an honor, there are only a few families left from the West Side that have 5 members living in the 80s. Kay's 87, Pat's 86.
Don't point at me.
I'm 85, Tom's 82, and Bobby's 82. So that's quite a thing. Good genes. I'm not finished yet. I gotta tell you my story. As I told you, this would have been a sad day. I was sitting in the Flamingo sports book, betting the horses back in 1988. This creepy guy came up next to me, sat down and introduced him. He gave me his name, and I said, I couldn't catch it. I said, "That's Gaelic for brother." "Oh," I said, "Okay, how are you?" "I'm a recruiter. Would you like a showgirl?" I said, "Pardon me?" I said, "Pardon me? Would you like a showgirl? For what purpose?" I said, "No, I'm happily married and so on." I said, "Who are you recruiting for? Jerry Tarkanian from UNLV?" No, he works for us." I said, "What are you? For the Hoots, Pilatro, Giancana, Tony Accardo, Mo Green?" No. Surprisingly, they work for us too. Our organization owns all the hotels out here. We're not interested in money. We let them take the money. We want lost souls. So he said to me, "I want to take you up to the penthouse to meet one of our top people. We're going to make you an offer." So we go up to the top floor, and this guy's sitting in a darkened room with 2 candles next to him. "My name is Buck." That's Gaelic for son. "We're here to recruit you to our cause. We're willing to give you life until you're 85, midnight, October 5th, that would have been last Monday. Your wife, 87, that would have been August 10th. We will give you, you'll win at Arlington, you'll win at Lucky McGee's, you'll win at the Principal Retirement Poker Games, you'll win at the Sports Page. Marion Harrington will sell you the winning ticket for $50,000 at Misericordia." And he says, "All you gotta do is recruit one lost soul. Now come on up here and sign these papers." I would never sign any papers without my 2 nephews checking them out. What are their names? Jim McCann and Michael Powers. Where do they? They're in the Chicagoland area.